Hey, I'm Teddy AJ. Welcome. We are playing Mordheim City of the Damned.
And glory. There's no shortage of those who've tried before you. If you look hard enough, you'll find their bones littering the ruins. Mordheim doesn't forgive mistakes, so you'd better not make any. I'll say this for you. You've taken the first step to surviving. You've had the good sense to seek out Luther Wolfenbaum. I've forgotten more about this city than you'll ever learn. Listen to me, and you just might leave this place with the fame and fortune you're after. I'm not sure what oaths and vows bind you to Baron von Leitdorfer's service. I'm not really interested in the imperial pretensions of Reichland's Grand Prince either. You need to concentrate on one thing only, and that's the task immediately before you. Aye, there's Wordstone in the ruins, ready for the taking. But there's other things in the ruins too. You've got those murdering maniacs from the Rock, ready to kill anyone they find with even the smallest shard on them. They're bad, but even worse are the degenerates who've taken to worshipping the comet that smashed Mordheim. They're twisted both mind and body, and will happily dump your body into the pit as an offering to their Shadow Lord. You'll even see things you wouldn't believe down in the ruins. The verminous underfold, the Skaven of legend, are quite real, I assure you. They'll steal your Wordstone and gnaw your bones, given half the chance. Aye, the dangers are great, but if you were cowardly, you'd never have made the journey here. There's treasure to be had, if you're bold and ruthless enough to claim it. This city chews up the timid and the weak, so remember that, and keep your men strong. Do that, and you might just survive.
Yeah, as I was saying, I've played a little bit in the campaign already, and I've played in early access. You might have seen that in earlier videos. I could have pressed my mouse button to continue, but yeah, now we got the full intro. Yeah, and we're ready to make a warband. As you can see right now, it looks like we were in early access with all these locks, but something has changed, because when we now click here, we actually have to build our warband. We are not just taking some preset of a warband, and our warband will evolve as we are playing. We are starting with a leader, and we can take a hero. We will do that. I think we'll hire him. If he finds, we will get this slot, and then we can have up to 3 henchmen. I'll bring 1 archer. Archers are a little bit weak in the early state, I think, but we'll have 1 just so he can get some XP, and then we will have 2 weapon guys. Perhaps 1 should be sword and board.
Task completed.
No, I think we as a leader will tank. So this is the basic creation of a warband. Very simple, very quick. Yeah. So going back to this menu, now some of the locks has disappeared. We can go to the shop and buy equipment for our warband, like this. We can use veterans if we want to, and we can go to the campaign. But also in here, we can actually do all this stuff too. With this little menu up here. No, I actually did not want to. Yeah, to do that. Yeah, but so this you could navigate it all from here too, from the top. So, yeah, if we, no, I think we'll just try to take a vanilla. No upgrades, no nothing. We are just us going into the campaign. There are 2 missions. And you can see this one is normal difficulty, and there's an average of weird stones which we collect, and the warbands will be scattered all around in the area. Over here, one warband will be, it's also normal, but there are very pure weird stones which we are looking for. And the warband will be divided into 3 strike teams. So, and another mission, but I think this will be fine. So we'll just tap it, and here you can set up your crew. So, yeah, we'll say launch and deploy.
Just as you were closing to engage a rival warband, the horrific manifestation of the ghostly town crier causes both groups of warriors to flee in terror. As the apparition fades away, your warriors recover their courage. Scattered in their fright, your warband is spread out across the ruins, but so too are your enemies.
Yeah, and that's the first thing about this game. It's the loading time. I have addressed this earlier in the early access period. There are some pretty long waiting screens. It's been a little better because they have inserted these small narratives and stuff like that. So yeah, it doesn't feel as long as it did before, but if you timed it, I actually think it would be exactly the same. Yeah. As I said, in this campaign we are collecting weird stones, and it's because we are serving a lord, as it was said in the introduction, as we heard when we were loading the warband. And he demands weird stones from us. So we are going in to this city of Mordheim to collect these weird stones so we can get paid and have our living. And as soon as we get into the game, I'll try to cut the music because it's very loud in my ears. So I don't know if it's loud to you. I have tried to change the settings in the recording program, but yeah, I think I will turn it down manually. So finally, yeah, and we get into the game. The camera angles I have addressed also earlier is not fantastic, but they are actually, they have improved. Yeah, go away music. Thank you very much. Confirm. Yeah. So we will zoom out so we get them to the map view just to find out where we are located. Okay, we are located in a half circle around all the weird stones, with 3 guys in the top house up here and our 2 two-handed guys on the other side. So they are a bit vulnerable. We are fighting the sisters, so they will have very little or none shooting. So I'm not afraid to be in the open, but I can't take them man to man. So we will have to get the warband together so we can start the fight. Yeah. So yeah. So we will have to get out of the house. So we have to go down. Yeah. See, that's the that's what I was saying. The camera angles are a little weird. So this should be our wagon, I think. It's a sycamore sign. I think that would be the sisters. So in these wagons we can put down. Oh, there's a sister right there. We can put down all our stuff and hide it a little bit. Yeah, I will actually just have to look here. Okay, so I'm walking directly into them now. And I can't get too much assistance, but there are more down there. So I think what I will do is to go around that trap one more time and go back into the house right here and say ambush stance and confirm. So we'll hit him a little bit and we will get the ambush. Oh, that's not good. Oh, she couldn't attack us, so it's better than I feared, but we can't beat her with just one dude. That's not doable for us. They are too well armored and they hit very, very hard too. To my experience, that is. We are mercenaries, so we are kind of the middle of the tier. We are not the best at anything, but we are not the worst either. So we fight in numbers, not as much as Skaven do. They are all about numbers. Oh, this! I thought that would be a trap. So here's the wagon. Oh, I'm stuck in some things, I reckon. Why? Thank you. So that's the wagon. So our captain, yeah, that's a trap. Great. Our captain is just in here. So and trapped again. Okay. There's something wrong with. No, sorry, that's me. I'm not trapped. Now I just ran out of the little blue action. So going in here, ambush stance. Sorry. I can't see anything on my screen. The sun is beaming right into it right now. It's very annoying. So we're going out here just to take a look. We can't see any enemies. Let's see, would there be a doorway there? There would be one right below us. Okay, so we'll go back, pick up the action point, and go down the stairs instead. And we can get out here without trying to. We are spending a little bit more action points than if we had jumped down, but yeah, and then walked into a trap. So we could have jumped and taken the risk, or we could, yeah, could have. So, but trying to get all the men collected around the wagon. No, we are bound to this fight. Okay. We can dodge stance, we can try to disengage, we can flee, we don't want that. Delay would not help us much. Yeah, so we will actually attack her. This is not what I wanted. Yeah. Not great. Then we will take a dodge stand, hoping to do what she just did. And we have our archer. So, have you line of sight on anything from up here? No, it's the wrong way. Yeah. So, we will have to get down, I think. Or can we go around the house? Yeah, I think we'll take the jump here just to see. So the risk is that he fall down and hurt himself. We didn't, so this time we didn't spend as much action points as we did before. But yeah, but there is a risk to it. I can't get in a good position here. Oh, I wanted to pick that up. Thank you very much. So if we place him something like this, he should be able to overwatch in between the house and the wagon. And our two other dudes, our hero and our captain, is inside there. So that would be okay. Confirm overwatch. So if anyone tries to go into that house, he will overwatch and they will ambush. So that's what I should do now. So, and we miss again. Great. And the first damage is done by our team. So thank you. Right now, that's good. Yeah, because she hurts too. So, and then counter. And we miss. That's a problem fighting. They are very agile and they are heavy. So
A new round has started.
this is not good. We are losing our champion already. Luckily she failed. So she will be pretty weak after this, but I don't think our champions stand a chance there. I would have liked them fighting the same one instead of two separate. But you can't always get what you want. So the game is a little bit more fluid than it was in the early access, I think. It feels like that. And actually my only real regret is the camera angles in game. They are not smart. So I wished that it would be improved in some way. I don't know how, but it's annoying that we are looking into walls so much of the time. Sorry, I will go back into... So she is taking weird stones, and that's actually what we should be doing too. But we are fighting a power that feels stronger than us. So we should be equal. The idea of the game is that the armies are balanced. So you will, when you expand your army, when you get better and better, the enemies will be too. So you will fight almost equal armies all the time, and that's both good and bad. I think it's good because you never feel that you're just being run over, except every time. But also the progress seems less useful because you can't get better than your enemy. Did I just go the wrong way? No, I did not, but I'm walking right into the two that I was fleeing with the other guy from. Yeah, great. Navigation. So I will pick up my action points, please. Yeah. I love this action point system. It's a good idea, except you can exploit it like I'm doing now. You can go scout and just go back. Sometime you will be penalized and you lose a little bit. But yeah, you can scout a lot before you're punished. Yeah, every time you pick up a weird stone, or warp stone as it is called regularly, but in this game they call it weird stones, but the effect is still warp. So, but yeah, in Warhammer normally it's called warp stones and warp stones. So I don't know why they changed it. I'm not that familiar with City of with Mordheim. I have played it a little bit, but not a lot. I think was it? No. Okay. I was trying to figure out which one were the one that were hurt, but yeah, I walked into an ambush. So brilliant. So it looks like we will be starting with a loss, and that's very annoying. That's how it is. Yeah. The hill goes down. And now our leader will be down too.
A new round has started.
It's unlucky that we started with the sisters, because they are, especially because I didn't buy any equipment, so they are just a very, very hard enemy. I think I would like to. Okay, so we evened the odds a little bit, but not much. Yeah. Starting with a loss in this campaign. It will be a great campaign, I can tell you already. So, that's nice. So, not much to do here. Yeah, he gets to stand up, but I can switch to a knife. And then we can do nothing. It will take our points. Yeah. So, great. Oh, right into the arms of another one. Great. Yeah. This has been perfect.
Your warband morale is critically low.
Oh, is it? I didn't know. I can't feel that. I feel perfectly safe. I have total comfort in my men. We will win this.
A new round has started.
Yeah. So, this is the report. We failed. We got one weirdstone, a shard, and everything else is not good. So
I will have to keep this fiasco from reaching the Baron's ears. If he finds out about your defeat, he might decide to replace you with a gang of Bretonnian shepherds.
I would love to play Bretonnians in this instead of the Empire. I really hope they do that. Yeah, when someone is knocked out, they are not dead, but they get some kind of event. So we are lucky with our warband leader this time. Yeah, so near death, so 5 days out. But he did get some XP actually, that's great. Next warrior. Yeah, recovery 3 days. A little XP too. Recovery time 2 days. Okay, so he has open wounds and he has got the trait manic. So he will be, yeah, he will be almost useless in the rest of the game. So that was that. We have waiting for treatment, so that's, yeah, okay. We have 1 unpaid, so we acquired 2 daggers and a weird stone in this game. Yeah. So we owe our warband 39 ducats. We can pay them individually, or we can just click here and pay for it all. Yeah, and pay upkeep. No, we don't want to disband, but yeah. Maybe can't we? Yeah, we can rename the warband. Legion of the Lost is actually quite fitting. So let's just call it that, because we are the lost ones. So right now we have 1 man prepared to fight. That's fantastic. Let's see, we can go and do this. We have some XP point, unspent XP point. Yeah. We've gone up 1 in mental, so we can spend it on leadership, which help with morale and psychology tests, so our warband is more resilient to defeat and stuff like that. Intelligence has to do with spells and stuff like that mostly, but also some side effects, resistance and stuff like that. Alertness, it makes us faster, so we get our turn earlier than otherwise. I think we will need leadership. We have just suffered a great defeat, so yeah. So apply changes, yes, thank you very much. Let's see inventory. So he is down to a dagger. We got robbed. Okay. Great. So we'll have to buy him something. This is not pretty. I think we will get him an hellbot then. And light armor. Oh, the graphic crashed a little bit there. Let's get a helmet too, so he will not be stunned as easy. Yeah, like that. So let's see, our hero over here, he was robbed too. Oh, and he also leveled up, yeah. We will level up his weapon skill here, because that's the only thing he needs. He doesn't need ballistics, and accuracy is not accuracy as I would understand it. It is critical hit. It is not how well he hits the other person. It is how hard he hit him. So we are taking weapon skill here, almost without thinking. Yeah, apply changes. We need the store, or perhaps he should have had the hellbart. Yeah, okay, but he will get a great axe now. So, yeah, that's what we can do, and we are. If we didn't have injuries, we would be as well off as when we began the game. So,
a new shipment has been requested.
Yeah. So now we have 10 days to fulfill this mission from our Lord. We shall get 75 ounces. I don't know which scale it uses, but yeah, kilograms. I'm from Europe, so yeah. And we have 5, so we need to get 70 kilograms more than we have now in 10 days, and we have spent 1 day and gotten 5, so in a defeat. So it should be doable. It should be a fair load, but Yeah. So let's see. We still only have one man ready. Yeah. So we can't do much, I wouldn't say. I think we'll just skip a day. I'm sorry that this is a little bit boring, but yeah, that's what happens when we are getting a defeat. So we now have 2 guys that are not injured and 2 guys that will be ready tomorrow. So if we skip one day more.
A new challenge is in sight.
Okay, a challenge. That seems scary. We still can't do anything actually because of our leader. So we'll skip a day more. And a day more. Thank you. So our warband is as ready as it will be. So my impression of the game is like we just saw here. Sometimes it's pure luck. There are a lot of RNG. I think it's okay, but I would like that you could, when you have this mission, you know something about what's going to happen and stuff like that. So it feels like in the game that you have scouted your enemy a little bit. So you should know, in my opinion, you should know which enemies to expect. Because had I known that it would be sisters here and perhaps something chaos in the other one, I would choose chaos because I can fight chaos. I have a strategy against chaos. I have a strategy against Skaven. I have a strategy against other mercenaries, but I'm not very good fighting the sisters. They are my weak point. So personally I would like something like that, but yeah, perhaps it would make the game too easy. I think it's a very good game. I've said that before. I think it's 9 out of 10. They are achieving almost everything they have set out to do. I will not give it 10 because of camera. Perhaps even not 9. Perhaps I would give it an 8 if I should, when I'm thinking about it a little more, because the graphic errors are the ones pulling it down to a 9 for me. If you're seeing it for what they wanted. If I start thinking about what I wanted from this game, I will pull it down one more to an 8. Simply because I miss some factions. I want to play Bretonnia. I'm a Bretonnia player, or was when Warhammer Fantasy existed. And there are a lot of the other factions that could be great. Dwarfs could be great in here too. Orcs could be fantastic, but they are not here. And in my mind, they should be. Perhaps they will come in DLCs or expansions or whatnot. I don't know. Yeah. So, from my perspective, 8 out of 10. And if I'm only trying to see what they wanted to do, I will give it 9 out of 10. It is a very good game. I've spent some hours in it, and I actually like it. It's a game I'm playing even when I'm not recording, and yeah. So, yeah, thank you, and I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you soon. Bye.